visit us at MilwaukeeOffshoreFishing.com. Book now.
Welcome to the 2024 Derby City Classic here in Elizabeth, Indiana at the Caesars. Is it? Yeah, Southern Indiana, they call it. Caesars Southern Indiana.
Yes, indeed.
We are here for another match. It's a one-pocket match between Jon Demet, and I'm not quite sure why his arm is sticking out like that, but apparently he wanted to hold his cue, and he wouldn't put his cue down. So his arm is sticking out. He looks a little funky, but it's all good. We have a match between Jon Demet and Jonathan Pinegar, which actually his name, or his nickname they call him, is Hennessee. So most people know him by Hennessee. Sorry, I was redoing his name to get it in there. I am Brian Hallelujah Hollenbeck in the booth with me. Joining me in the booth for his last night here is one of our largest supporters, Chip Lulk. Say hi, Chip.
Welcome. Hello. How's everybody doing?
So Chip has been here. You've been here since the beginning, right?
Yeah.
Start of it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're actually leaving tomorrow. So I'm kind of sad to see him go. He's been a huge, huge help to us here. So we certainly appreciate you helping out, Chip. We really do.
Thank you very much.
And
not a problem. Love doing it.
Thank you for the support as well. So I think we should, I don't know if they lagged or not, but we should let them, you want to let them know that they're ready? We're ready to go?
Certainly.
We'll get them started and get it underway. It's a little early, but they were itching to go. They were itching to go. All right. Well, I'm going to put this back out there. Jon Demet wants to hit a few balls before they start. I told him we were starting at about... get off. Dude. Apparently he doesn't want to let him hit any balls. All right.
Anything for an edge.
Sorry.
Anything for an edge.
Yeah, you know... I mean, I told John like 5 minutes ago we're going to start in like a couple minutes. It's like, all right, well, I just want to hit some balls. Okay. So, with that being said, we are going to...
Let's talk about our sponsors. How's that?
You know what? That's a darn good idea. So let me put our sponsor page up there real quick. So here are our sponsors. Inside Pool Magazine, Autumn Gruchella, and Tracy Lerma. Autumn owns Inside Pool Magazine. Tracy works for the magazine. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have been invited here. So we are here on behalf of Inside Pool Magazine, so we can't thank them enough. And then on top of it, Eddie the Shine Altman is the one who introduced us to them last year at the Junior Battle of the Junior Champion, Monica Webb's event. Well, Monica Webb's place, the Battle of Junior Champions, Moscone Cup style junior event that is happening this year in March. It's obviously going to be a great event just as it was last year, but it's make sure you are tuned in and ready for that one. We are going to be live for that. So the next one we have is Pea Shower Custom Cues. You want to talk about Pea Shower?
I would love to talk about Pea Shower. Located in Green Bay, so it's local for us. We're in Sussex. John, Riley. I have never dealt with Joe, but heard great things about Joe. But the rest of the staff is outstanding. An outstanding product at an outstanding price.
Absolutely.
Lovely cues.
Steve Douglas has been instrumental also in helping us out with a lot of the events that we've been holding throughout the last couple of years. So, but yeah, as Chip said, it is probably one of the best valued cues out there for somebody. So if you're looking for a great cue at a absolutely wonderful value, check out Pea Shower.
As the kids say, I'm going to do a little flex here. I acquired one of the 60th anniversary cues.
Oh, nice.
And it is outstanding.
Is it really?
Just beautiful. You have to see it to appreciate it.
Nice. So the other one we have is Milwaukee Offshore Fishing Charters, which is Mark Scafidi, who plays leagues down at Sussex. He plays in leagues that I run the leagues and some tournaments at. He has 3 fishing charter boats. If you're in the Milwaukee area or live in Wisconsin or just get into Milwaukee, look him up. Go back and get his information, his phone number, and he also has a website on there. Check him out and book a charter with him. And here's the thing. If you book a charter and you mention Outer Point Streaming, you are going to receive a special gift from him just for booking off of this production.
I have a little piece of trivia with Mark Scafidi.
Oh, boy.
And I don't think you know this. Mm-hmm. His father and my father worked together.
Are you serious?
I'm
Wow.
dead serious.
Oh, that's pretty awesome.
That's actually how I met Mark. I heard the name and went over and introduced myself, and
really,
we got to gabbing.
Wow, that's awesome. And last but not least is Maynard Ebert from Colonial Life. He actually is a representative with Colonial Life and does personal and commercial insurance. So if you're in the need or the wants for any insurance, just call him and get a quote. His information is on there. You will notice the new logo that we have for him that's on the stream is MIH. So that's his logo. So, but this is his contact information. Jot it down. Give me a call. Give me shoot him an email. If you have any insurance needs, feel free to reach out to him. Great guy and very knowledgeable in the insurance industry. So, with that being said, we want to thank all our sponsors, and please do us a favor. Support our sponsors, because the more that they get supported, and tell them you saw it on Outer Point Streaming. If you support them, they will support us in all our future endeavors, so we certainly appreciate that. I think John ran a rack out here, and I think they are ready to go, so we are going to put it on the overhead, and we are going to watch them lag it out.
It always is, right?
All right, so Jonathan ends up winning the leg, and he will start this out. So Jonathan Pinegar, which most people probably don't know him by that name. They know him more by Hennessee. That's his nickname, Hennessee, and everybody pretty much calls him that. So that's how everybody pretty much knows him. as Hennessy. Not sure if it's because he drank a lot of Hennessy or... From what I heard is that he's actually from Tennessee. And he just changed the T to an H. I don't know the true story behind it or the real story behind it, but that's pretty much
there's a Hennessy in Tennessee.
There, you know what? There might be. Well, I'm going to see if Dale can just sit in here real quick so I can just eat this dog real quick, and I'll be back, or he can hang out with Tim. So I will be back. Actually, we're going to get Tim in here with you again, Chip, real quick while I eat my dog.
Pretty good break. Got some stuff towards his pocket, left him on the rail. Same height as the stack. Tim might have a different opinion, but I think that's a pretty good break.
Well, of course, you never want to have the 8 leaking out. The good thing actually is if he kicks underneath. I'm looking at different things right now. The names are correct, right? Jonathan, John?
Correct.
Yeah? Okay. I was going to say, it really worked out where the 8 went.
No, Jonathan is Hennessy. Those are backwards.
Yeah, so... Oh, huh? I'm so confused.
Yes, when you look out the window on the screen, it's backwards. So it's you will get a little. I get a little confused.
So he's left the 10 ball on here.
So
I'm shooting a 10 first. Or okay. Well,
he should be banking that.
Okay,
or
okay,
kicking
yeah,
it out.
okay.
So
I missed a little bit.
Jonathan's pocket on the screen is in the lower right.
Deal.
Brian, can you switch the names on the screen? So we're going to have the IT department take care of that.
IT department.
John at the table.
This was...
Left him on. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No,
Tim.
I was going to say this was quite... Yeah, let me say this.
Left him on the stack, pushed it towards his pocket.
Quite easy, I mean...
Yeah.
But on the other side, the good thing is if he had left the 5 on the short rail, it would be a bad move.
Okay.
If you left it on the high side, it's really tough to get underneath. From this position.
Okay.
So he's left the 5 ball pretty open, and... Just wondering, yeah, he's going jacked up, and they do play the 45 degrees minimum rule. It's not a foul, so that could be handy.
They consider it not a double hit then, if
Yeah,
you're
and
elevated 45?
if you have experience with it, which in this case could be scary, you might be able to push through the 14 and draw it back just enough to keep it sticking in the stack. I mean, I'm saying...
That's very dangerous for a person of my caliber.
Well, the thing is, Oh. Well, he took a foul.
So,
Are they playing...
Jonathan
Are they
owes
playing
one.
3 foul rules? Do you know that? I think they do in the tournament, right?
I don't believe so.
I have not experienced this so far in the tournament, so I don't know for sure.
I do believe that if they both owe one, they just eliminate it. They cancel each other out. I will. I don't think anybody made anything.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, definitely taking a foul here too. Especially if they even out all the time the fouls, then makes no sense doing more. Hennessy needs to figure something out, which is tough because John is going to leave the cue ball where it is. I always think like this, if my opponent takes a foul on purpose and pushes the cue ball away from where it is at that point, that means they didn't like that position. So if I take a foul and I want to put him in a difficult position,
Put him back in that
put
same,
him back in that
back
same
in that
spot.
same spot.
So John is not going to, let me say, Demet is not going to move from this position because Pinegar pushed
Doesn't
a foul
like it.
here. He doesn't like to be in this position.
They're checking to see if they're locked.
Well, that's also, if they're locked, you can push through the ball. Even though you're not even elevating 45 degrees. So that's difference to the rule. I think you might have to kick on this or leave like a shot on the 5 where... I was going to say, it's like, hey man, you can cut in this 5, but you're probably not going to get anything after.
The old guys, I joined that. I'm a novice. I joined that retired league. And the old guys would call that a trap, setting a trap. I want you to shoot at something that's either not going to leave you with much or a high probability you will miss.
Well, the good thing is Jonathan actually bought time doing this. Unless this two-railer goes in. He hit it really firm, though. He really didn't have to
Yeah.
hit it that firm. But you see, actually, Jonathan worked his way out of it by taking the foul and then pushing the cue ball to where the 5-ball cut was tough. Now, he might be... I like going for this 4-ball. Yeah, right there. If you get the cue ball there, you're never going to sell out the 15. And if you make it, there is basically 5 balls for Jonathan to pick up if he makes it.
Might even kiss the 10 a little closer, depending on the angle here or what English he puts on it.
Yeah, main thing is I would like to...
Get on the other side of the 15.
Well,
that rail,
main
yeah.
thing is make the ball and don't play it soft roll because the cue ball might be drifting left, right, and well, you can't sell out if you let that happen. So I'd rather cut
So
the 4 and go all the way up to the 5 and have the 3 ball. Something like either way, like there's
fairly firm. I was thinking stay around the first diamond and a half.
well, that's the thing too.
I
Like
see your
if you
point.
play that soft, it gets scary. Imagine he didn't even like to shoot. Couple.
Few things here. 11-4 back at the hole. Maybe he's just going to go underneath.
Well, the 11-4, the 11 is always going to stay there. That's what I don't like. I like this actually.
Kicked him out.
I like how he was not scared to play with that much pace because most of the people would scratch off the back. And he knew he was going to hit it so thick that he could do a little bit more. So Jonathan trying to...
Pretty good pace there.
Yeah, he's just protecting basically what he has with the 8.
John not taking much time at all.
Yeah, I think it's very easy. There might be a bank on the 5-ball 2 rails just past the side. If he likes to go aggressive. Low left. Oh, this is... Yeah, actually, he could have done more on that. But still, he's pushed the 15 to a nice position. Left a window on that 15, but I don't think...
Does the 3 go?
No. Is he shooting at 3? Oh.
15.
So opening for Jonathan Pinegar. First shot he's really gonna try and make and get shape, obviously. Has chosen a couple times not to. But now if he can reach, he can go 2 rails, short rail, long rail for the 11 or the 9 basically. Then after the 3 might... They're asking us something. Let's see what they're asking. Yeah, I think it's 2 or more. Yeah, it's 2 or more. So basically, Jonathan was asking, hey, let's see if I hit a ball, is it a foul or does it have to be multiple balls? And I believe the answer is
Two.
you have to hit minimum 2 balls to have a foul, right?
For a foul, yeah.
Yeah. That does tell me that he feels quite uncomfortable using the bridge, which is an American thing. I've seen that many times. In Europe, we're kind of used to using the bridge at this point, but most of the Americans always look for different ways to use the bridge.
Yeah, it's I don't struggle with it, and I'm not ashamed to use it. I'm comfortable with it, but you're right. A lot of people are.
Oh,
I don't know if they don't practice it or use it ever, or I don't know the reason for that.
He wasn't even close making a foul, and he's got prime position on the 11, so he's done a good job.
Yes.
Now, if that 12 ball, just a little bit on top of the 9, if that 12 ball goes as well,
If that passes.
then you're already having 5
He's
balls.
taking a 9 here. Gonna draw back
Oh, whoa.
and missed it.
Why did he do that? I don't understand why he didn't shoot the 11 first.
Yeah,
the
I
11,
would've
drop up for the
off-
9.
Yeah, off the bottom rail, come back up a
Yeah.
little bit.
But he also looked like he stroked twice on that 9 ball and already shot. So, very jumpy.
Yeah, he took a pretty good. It didn't seem very smooth either. Tim tightening up the ball count here. I've been negligent in my duties.
Well, that happens. I didn't do this for 12 hours today. You did. I mean, that's the difference.
Every time I've sat in, I've never counted.
Oh, okay.
That's an excuse if you didn't recognize it.
Well,
So John, taking a look at the 8 ball here.
so now I would be trying to bank the 8 into the 3, sending the 8 and the 3 to the left long rail and get the cue ball just next to the 2. Just like this, but he could have done just a little better. If you get one
Get it.
ball on the long rail, then you're blocking a big zone in the top left corner of the table to not be able to put the cue ball for Pinegar. Probably going to send the 12 into the 14 and back to the short rail. Don't expect him to go really aggressive unless he's going to take the 3 2 rails. Might be able to follow the cue ball. No, he stopped the cue ball right there. This is tricky.
Yeah, I think he sold out a little bit there.
On the...
I think the 3 is dead. I don't know if he can.
Looks a little wide to me.
How it should straighten right up. If he could park the cue ball pretty close right there, he might be able to push the 2. Nope. Had to shorten it up. I don't know if it had to be that hard, but they're at the table. I'm looking at the screen, so sometimes things are a little misleading.
Well, the start of this match has been very aggressive so far. Looking to change the furniture here with the 2 and the 3. It's in a bad position for Jonathan. Stick the cue ball.
What's left of the stack up there? I'm not seeing much as a novice.
Nah, I mean there's not
3
so
into the 2.
there's not so many moves. The only thing, like there's small little details. If you push the 3 and the 2 together, I was gonna say if you push them together to where there's a combo, now Jonathan can kick at it and get you
Okay.
hooked really bad. So it looks like, oh well, I just nicked this ball, but if you do it wrong, you might be in a bad position after.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Well, slowly it's looking like we're going up table. The good news is if he can get to that 5 ball, the 9 ball is it looks like it's blocking the 4. No, I don't. No, it's not blocking the 4. I just seen it in real life. I was gonna say if it's all blocking, if it's all doubled up, you can bank at something and bring balls to your pocket.
Take a free shot, bring the 5 down, leave the cue
Yeah,
on
or
the top
the
rail.
5 into the 1, and then move the cue ball up. But the 4 does go to Jon Demet's pocket. Well, he's banking the 1. I don't mind this. Cue ball in the top left corner
We'll
is...
end up, yeah.
The main thing is the speed. How is the speed?
Hit the point, I think. Stop fairly quick.
Yeah, played a good cue ball. That was the main thing. Get the cue ball on the rail there. Because same thing. You kick at the 1 ball, you're guaranteed to leave a bank on the 3 unless you kind of double up.
I think he's taking a look at the 9 here, which seems fairly aggressive to me. But
Yeah, and also,
well done.
yeah, I'm actually quite impressed. Because the same thing, he could have easily left a bank on the 3. So that area was really dangerous to park the cue ball, but and still
He still might have the 3.
I was gonna say, still might be.
I was
The only thing he's putting pressure on Pinegar, Hennessee. I was gonna say, of course, known for both names, but
burnishing his tip there, it looked like. I don't know what he was doing. Yeah, I was impressed he got underneath the 1 and didn't come on the other side of it.
I mean, it's tricky. If you feel like, hey, man, this is a bank, I gotta shoot. I know he's been doing pretty good in the banks tournament as well, so he's been banking all day. I felt the same thing. I've been banking all day. So now if you see a bank like this, you're like, I gotta make this. You feel like you can't miss it. If you've been playing 1 pocket all day, you'll be like, well, maybe I'll have to find something else. Actually surprised he didn't go for it. Not in a bad way, but I could have seen him shoot at the 3 ball.
And then knock the 9 out.
Go run into the 214 and probably have the 1. Oh, he's left a big chance here for Jonathan Pinegar. I think...
Does the 12 go? Cross, is that what you're looking at?
Well, I was actually looking at the 1.
Oh, I think the 3, yeah.
Because you can bank the 1 and bring the cue in the top left corner, and you either make it and have the 6 after and all the balls are still open, or the same thing, 6. You bank the 6, bring the cue in the top left corner. Or you bring the 6 and you go to the left side of that 3-ball cluster. There's like countless of moves. The cue ball really is wide open here. I like the 1 ball.
I'm actually amazed sometimes at your explanations because I don't see a lot of them, or they're not apparent to me.
Especially playing banks, this is a ball that's usually pretty big. You play pocket speed, and it most of the time slides in. And look at this.
Yeah, the 3 actually, I'd have been comfortable shooting that. But
I mean, if you look at, he only had to make 1 ball. He took a little risk bumping into it, but did perfect. I believe Jon Demet is on 3 because Pinegar made that ball in his left pocket.
Mm-hmm. The 9.
Well, now things are going. We're going really fast here.
Yeah, pace is picking up. 8 on the table. 8 left on the table.
Yeah, so 4-3, Pinegar. He's got the 6. He really tried to punch the cue ball out. He's got
Appears to be the 8.
just okay on the 8. The good thing is he can play soft draw, hold the cue ball for either the 12 or the 14 if the 14 goes, and will always have the 3. So he needs 3 more balls, which, I mean, they're laying really good, so just a matter of making the 8 in this position. Oh, he's missed the 8.
Gave up a pretty good opportunity there.
You know, this is actually a big swing. If he makes that ball, even if he gets on 7, the game is most likely being closed. Now he could bank the 8 into the 3 and bring the cue ball all the way up to the right side pocket or maybe higher. You might be lucky pushing both balls in front of your pocket. That's a really aggressive one. I don't see much more playing the 8. It's either you try to get the 8 and the 3 over, or you're mainly focusing on the 3 ball only.
Okay.
That's what some people, they only like to move over 1 ball, and some players are very aggressive and they kind of blast both over. Yeah, this is most of the time going to leave a bank.
I would call that a sellout there.
You need to have a double. If you play this, you need a double up. The 3 ball right in between. And then still sometimes they make the combo bank on you. Like it.
Oh, yeah?
You still can leave it, so I didn't like this shot that much. So
Looking for 2.
Well, looking for 2. There's a big positional area here on the 12-14. Got a little low, just okay.
Put a nice stroke on it.
Well, first game goes to
And
Jonathan Pinegar.
just like that.
Yeah, I see Jon Demet. He just left. I think he went to the restroom real quick because he looked like his eyes were a little heavy on him. You see.
I must not have been firm enough on the button there.
Oh, well. We got it done.
If that's the worst thing that happens, we're in good shape.
We are currently watching Jonathan Pinegar hitting balls in between the break. Like you can see, like I said, he's banking the ball really good at the moment. But obviously he's been playing banks the last 3 days, and he's still in it, I believe. Don't call me on it, but
Okay.
I've seen him play, I think, 3 or 4 matches banks. Played a good buddy of mine, Piers Labudis from Lithuania. Really good player. Close match as well, so it's difficult to mix up the games. You know, if you play 1 or 2 matches banks, and then now you have to play one pocket where you play most of the time a little bit more passive. And at some point, 9-ball might be joining it too, maybe one or two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's where
Yeah,
it's sometimes your mind.
The pace is so different.
Well, the strokes are different. The way of thinking is different. So, the touch is completely different as well.
Yeah, as you said, it's a much more passive game.
Yeah, then Banks is extremely aggressive with some cue ball control.
Mm-hmm.
And then 9-ball, well, it's not. You don't have to play extremely aggressive to play good 9-ball, so it's right in between. But I think that's also the beauty of the Derby City Classics, that all games have their different styles, and if you become the all-round champion, that means you actually control the power in all games, like to be able to switch from game to game.
Yes, that's
Because there's so many players
Very
here that can
difficult.
play all games, but to mix them up all the time, that's really tough. So Jon Demet breaking here.
so. John is
You click on this, and then just hit merge.
Okay, I like what he's done here. Obviously got quite some room to do some stuff. Now
2
Is he
rails
go-
into the stack.
it looks like this is
Oh.
very aggressive. I mean, I don't mind the fact that he went all in to trying to get the 5. It's just that then again, he's shooting to make 1. And then after he was done. So he's splitting the whole pack to make 1 ball. And he's going to get 1 ball. He's going to kick at just his 5 ball. And then what? Split the whole pack to make 1 ball. They're playing really fast too. Like, it looks like they're more playing 15 ball rotation or...
No, they're correct. That's correct. That's correct. Yeah. That's right, Jonathan.
Yeah, so the names on the screen, Jon and Jonathan, they need to be swapped. So the right side is Jon Demet and left side is Jonathan Pinegar. It's really tough to go over shots as well because they're like sprinting around the tables and banking balls into other balls and yeah, we got it right. So Jon Demet is on 1. I am not sure what they're spotting back up though. Did someone take a foul?
John fouled.
Jon Demet fouled. Okay, so and he might have left a really great shot on the 12. Nice opening shot for Pinegar.
Looks like they had a little trouble spotting that one up. Still looking at it.
I mean, as far as I know, that 12 does go. No, it didn't go.
Looks like John's just putting them on the bottom. No, not on the bottom of the rail. Went for the stack and missed. A little short. I think it goes now.
Let's see. From here, it looks like he might have just enough to go at it, but it's close, really close.
Could just get it to sit in front of his pocket or close to it.
Or just a cue ball on the short side.
There you go.
As long as he got the double up, he was gonna be all right there. Now, if he goes with a lot of speed, he could hit the bottom of the 14 with topspin and then run straight into the 2. I think that would blast most of it open to his pocket. If he catches a 14 full, then of course he's going to lose most of the speed. I mean, what else do you play? You kind of have to do something.
Yeah, not much else there.
Unless you're going to try and stun softly at the Oh.
Not. Ooh. Awful close to a scratch there. So, Hennessee.
He does have the 11 ball. Could try to leave the cue ball just on the right side of the stack. Something else I'm wondering is if there is a 7-8-5 combination for Jon Demet on the right side.
Looks pretty straight.
Okay.
Left him on top of the
Hasn't
stack
really
here.
missed the ball horrible, but the cue ball is again in the open. Had the cue ball be
Is it-
just on the other side, it would have been a good shot. I mean, we can find out. Looks to me there is a bank on the 11.
And he's looking at that 7-8-5, which you mentioned.
From this view, it looks like the 8 might be cutting the 5 a little bit too much. It's also depending if you can get the 7 to cut the 8 enough, then...
I think he's just going to kick the 11 out.
No, I mean... I think he can bank the 11.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
They used to have some kind of tangent lines on here. I don't know where
Hey,
those
I'm
are.
not
if
a
they
technician,
went
okay?
away.
I'm
No,
already-
I was not implying you should be putting them on the screen. They were helpful when they used
Give
them.
me some time.
There-
Okay,
there
there
you
it
go.
goes. Okay, so
That's not what I meant.
at least the bank did go. We're shortly going to figure out if there is a combo on the 5. That's the thing. If he cuts the 8 really thin with the 7 ball, the 5 probably goes. But then he's going to split the pack. He's really not going to have shape. So why would you play this? Just move the 5 over and bring the cue ball all the way back up or behind the stack. Super aggressive. I don't think, besides the 9, I don't think he has something.
So it's possible if he shoots the 9 with some
I think he made
bottom, can he get on the other side of that 8 or no? Is that is he going to run into it?
Yeah, either way, don't think he can draw away from.
Good shot there.
No, I don't think he's got any shape. I think he's made a ball while making that combo, though, by the way.
In the top pocket, yeah.
Yeah.
Top right.
That's why
Top
the
right on the
ball count got a little sketchy. Oh, I see Hennessee already took the ball out just in case, so.
So if he shoots the 110, he still has to get on the other side of the 8.
You know, those are just really risky shots. If you don't make this shot, just ask yourself where
Where
are
is the
these
10?
ball? Well,
Yeah.
where are these both balls going to go?
Oh, I was looking at the 110. He did not shoot that.
Ah, yeah, I was gonna say, I like this a lot better. So he's up 4-2. If he cuts the 8 in, gets on the 1, I'd rather get on the 10 to be honest, but a little bit tougher. So he gets on 5, needs 3 balls. He's got the 1 and the 10 open and possible 3 or 15. Don't believe that 13 goes to the pocket for Jon Demet.
I got a pretty good look down the line here. It looks like the 14 is a little tight, but it goes.
Dangerous.
Just looking at the 1 here.
I was gonna say this was the risky one. Okay, so his run is over. Absolutely not gonna attack something. Now with a 6-2 ball count, what would your strategy be from this point of view?
Through my eyes, I would bump. Well, you shouldn't disturb the 3 and the 15, but my initial thought was go off the 3 and get down to the bottom rail with the cue.
Well, the main thing is, of course, you don't have to do it now, but probably I'm nicking a ball and go to the short rail, bottom short rail.
Oh,
But eventually I'm going to try and lock balls up, try to get them in front of pockets on the top side. Because you only need 2. The other guy needs 6. If you tie balls up, how are they going to get to 6?
Good point.
So I usually like to play very aggressive when I get these kind of opportunities. And eventually, if I don't run out, I'll completely turn over and say, okay, let's play extremely passive and just be
Push 'em.
patient. Because the other guy is going to feel impatient trying to get to that number.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
Like in this case, I don't mind shooting the 3 into the 15 and bump the 15 up table and get the cue ball down. At least one ball is out of play. And then the next turn you push another one out of play. And the other guy is going to be like, man, from there I can make him. Stop doing this. He's going to get aggravated. But I mean, I'm not a friendly player, so if you're trying to make friends, don't do all this stuff.
Well, you're here to win.
Well, I am, but some people are going to be playing their friends and be like, well, I'm going to push all these balls together. Ha! You see, now he's buying time. In the next position, he's just going to blast a couple balls up and...
Yeah, if I was Jonathan, I don't know what I'd do here. You get 2. All right. Oh, I think that's a foul.
Yeah, I don't really think he's got a rail after that.
No, I didn't think so. Think they're talking it over now. Jonathan not real happy.
Well, obviously, because you never really want to give away a ball if, in this case, it was very unnecessary.
So now it's 6-1.
Yeah. I was going to rewind it.
Yeah, we could have had a replay, but I'm not too useful yet with this with this system. But it was kind of obvious
too. You want to know
too.
the funny part? You're miles ahead with this system over me.
So I do like what Pinegar has played here, because his main plan from here is to keep the balls in play. He doesn't want to have the balls go up. He wants to have the balls to where if he makes one good bank or something that he can run.
Has some more to shoot at.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think John's looking at this 13 and maybe a little forward on a cue ball to leave it on the rail so that he's on the other side of the 3.
I like top left. Bring the cue ball sticky behind the 3 and bang the 13 3 rails over. Oh, I mean...
Okay.
Basically the same thing with the 13, but then bring the cue ball over. As long as he hasn't left the 3, it's a good shot.
Yep.
I don't think... No, if we look from this view, doesn't really look like the 3 ball goes. He's playing with a flat cue. Oh, it did go. Okay, so you see, and this is the big swing I was talking about. That's why I like the shot Pinegar played before. Oh, he's wide in the open here. He can at least run, I would say 4 or 5. Could be 6 each in this game at least. Oh. Got a little far. Definitely shooting the 6 here. Here, I would say the 6 ball goes. And if it doesn't go, then of course you will have to shoot the 5. But if you can shoot the 6, you shoot the 6 here and you bump the 14 soft. You don't want to push it too hard because then you're going to push the 14 towards the 13.
That's what I was going to ask, if you go for the shot and kill the cue ball with the 14 so that you land on the 12.
Yeah, you kind of want to put a soft stun on this. So you're not really...
Drag shot almost?
Yeah, it's like a really smooth drag. Kill the cue ball right before contact. He chose to do more, but then you see the 14 is definitely now in a tougher position, and I think he's got...
over by John's pocket.
He is straight on the 12.
I think if he comes down, he can cross the 13.
Well, he was looking at straight draw into the long rail and back out.
Oh, try and get to 5? Well executed.
So make the 5. He's got a small angle on this 5 ball.
Took a pretty drastic turn here. What was he, 6-1 at one point, wasn't he?
6-1 down, and that's why what I'm saying.
You've predicted the future.
Well, the thing is, if John had moved a couple balls up more, this was not possible.
Correct. If he'd have locked them up, yeah.
Or at least get some locked up or up table.
Yeah, I shouldn't use the term locked up, but so they don't pass.
Well, one thing's for sure. Pinegar has locked himself up here. He's got 6 each, so he's still back in the game. That's already a big win, in my opinion. Most of the players don't get to this point after being 6-1 down. On the other side, he could have had quite the opportunity.
I think they're discussing the 45 degree.
Yeah.
And
I don't think Jon Demet knows. Well, he's froze, so actually, officially, he could push to it anyways. Yeah, but he's frozen, so basically he can do whatever.
Can you see him from where you're sitting or no? Are they frozen?
I mean, I can ref him almost. I mean,
No, I'm saying the screen is sometimes misleading. I was just wondering if you could see him through the window.
let's see. I mean, they're like, I believe they're froze. Even if they're not froze.
Yeah, go 45.
The rule now is 45
degrees.
degrees.
Be done.
Should I share that? Should I share that with them?
Confirm that they're frozen.
Yeah, so basically what's going on here is they acknowledge, okay, it's froze. But still, John is wanting to have a ref. And I mean, sure, if you don't trust it, you don't do it. But he's calling a ref right now, so that's going to take a minute. I mean, I wouldn't
Which
say...
he's entitled to. You know, everybody's different.
I understand. It's just that in this case, I personally don't see it necessary.
Oh, I agree.
Oh, okay. I thought he was going to get a ref. He only asked if it was the rule.
Possible. Okay.
Oh, wow.
I was going to say that's unfortunate, but he did not scratch. Thank you.
So Jonathan
All right.
Pinegar needs
Looking
one. I said
for one more.
I said he was locked up, but apparently he made a 6 shot right there. And now same thing. You're 7-6 up. The 15 is almost unplayable. There's a big scratch. So just make sure make sure there's nothing on the 14. I think he's done pretty good at this.
Yeah.
Almost everywhere where you go now, you're gonna leave a bank.
Yeah. Nothing to duck behind.
And
No,
he's
no
not
cover.
able to go 3 rails with a 14. Pretty
Got a
good shot
two-
though. He's
Possible 2-railer.
no. It's already
No?
too wide. But I like this. Didn't really get far enough. There is a shot here if he can cut bank the 14 over and bring the cue ball on the same long rail as the 15. So basically
Okay.
you're trying to make it pocket speed, top left.
And control the cue
And then
ball
if you
speed.
leave it in front of the hole and you get the 15 in between, you have the big bonus.
Which it looks like he's done.
Well, he's made the 14. He just did not. I don't think he's got right to that point where he can make the 15.
Tim said the 45-degree rule was in effect, so if they weren't frozen, he could have went over 45 degrees with his cue, and it'd have been a legal hit. Just so you know.
After this back, I'm good.
Appreciate it.
Sure. This is where the fun starts. 1 ball, 1 pocket. Good shot from Pinegar. I think he
John's fairly aggressive. Will that is that too high for 2?
it might be just okay if you play the right amount of inside spin, but the tables play a little bit tough. You see, I'd rather just go. I was gonna say I don't mind him banking it over to that corner, but you can't make it.
Yeah, I was trying to, while I was watching that happen, I was watching where the cue ball was going.
Just wondering, is he
work.
gonna play something crazy aggressive here? 3 rails on the 15, bring the cue ball around, or
Just from what I've seen, I don't know him like you know him, but I'm guessing no. He was fairly conservative. He took a couple aggressive shots, but for the most part, he's been pretty tight, pretty safe.
I think he's going here.
Yeah, he's looked like he was winding up.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. The tables are very sensitive in how much outside spin. So imagine it looked like you could never overcut that bank, and he made it happen. It's all right though. He played a decent speed, and now he's gonna kick the 15. I was gonna say to that top corner. You don't want to go this far. Oh, he's definitely trying to go 2 rails here. Get the cue ball at least more to the left side. You want to have a flat angle. Oh, I think I would have liked that one. But then again, maybe he's also thinking, hey, I'm up 1 game. Let's not do something very aggressive and sell out. 2-0 is
Always.
maybe a comfortable lead to do something.
Yes.
And this is on the new slidey cloth.
Yeah, you don't want to work for half an hour or an hour just to give it away.
I did not like the 4-railer. He also cut it too much. That's one of the things, but he's left a cut for Pinegar, and the only thing, if he does not scratch in Jon Demet's pocket, the 15 is always going to be laying in front of the hole. And a good cue ball. It's a big thing. It's a little bit uncomfortable because this takes away the attacking part of this shot. Like, there's not going to be a crazy 2-railer or anything. He's just going to hopefully not leave something. Not bad.
Probably take a roll at that or no?
There is a
Come
big
over the
there is a
top.
big scratch.
Big pocket for a scratch.
And to play it with draw, the stroke gets very sensitive because you don't want to just go aggressive on it. You want to play a good speed. Or at least I would like to, if I don't make it, leave
You'll
it in
just
front
push
of
it
the hole.
to Oh,
Well,
I
he
thought-
did play the aggressive speed, and look at where the 15 is going to end up.
I thought after you explained it, he might just go push it to the top or a side rail and bring the cue ball
Well,
back down.
It's good news. He didn't hear me. That's that's the good news. John's just waiting. Doesn't want this to go in. So now basically Demet has initiative. In my opinion. Not sure if he's left a bank on this. If it's just out enough, he could play one rail. Otherwise, you're just waiting to get the first opportunity to get the opponent behind the corner pocket point.
Okay.
Like in this case, guaranteed Pinegar is gonna try and. Oh, I felt he could have done a little bit more there. They're going.
Brought the cue ball off the side rail and over to his side.
There's so many. He could bank the 3-ball back to where the cue ball is
No,
now.
I meant on the last shot.
Oh, no, that's it. I would
So-
try to follow it a little bit more. Okay, so
Player break.
apparently, yeah, Pinegar, he. I don't know why. I mean,
Well, I'm fairly old, so maybe he has a slight emergency or emergency.
did you poop your pants?
I did not.
Oh, okay. Well, unless I really have to go really, really bad, I don't know if I would take a break on this moment.
No, I certainly wouldn't have.
On the other side,
It's interesting to hear.
The thing I do think, though, is he maybe looked at the shot and went, okay, he's left me something. I need to take a break, so if I come back, I have to make this ball. Could be that way, too. So that's the funny thing about the breaks always, is that you don't really know the thoughts behind it.
John's kind of waving his hand around a little bit. I don't know if that break is upsetting him or not, or if he's telling a story. And he's back. Straight back to business here. I think he's going to take a swipe at this 2-railer here. 1-2, double kiss, and he left John with a fairly straightforward. Well, it's a little wide.
Well, the thing is he can
Straight back.
overcut, play with a little bit. I would play top left, and this way I can open up the angle and play pocket speed. It's overdone it a bit. If it gets on the rail, it gets ugly.
That's a perfect example of how I get in trouble. I would have put some bottom on that and tightened it up.
Well, definitely
that
top
would-
spin. Top spin is easier to control.
No,
the
I
speed.
wouldn't have came over the top. I wouldn't have come over the top of the ball.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So that way it's easier to play a good speed.
Control the cue ball
Yeah.
as well.
I mean, everything going naturally forward is easier to have better speed on something.
Pretty good shot here. 2 rails.
Well, at least he's keeping the heat on this one ball for Pinegar. That was a big shot. That was not easy at all. Good return from Pinegar. This is starting to turn out to be a pretty nice battle back and forth. one ball, one pocket.
A little bit of a shootout here.
Both really did. They had some half chances, but not really something open. Oh. Well, this for sure is going to be a chance. This is a ball you can play, just float the cue ball up to the short rail, and basically you decide what pace. You can play pocket speed where it dies in the pocket, or play a little bit firmer just to get it. I mean, I just don't like swinging at this. Like, you're not going aggressive. But this
Shot
is it.
Just like you called it.
And even if it doesn't go, look.
Right in front
Well,
of the pocket.
Actually, yeah, the only thing is it's not deep enough.
Right.
Like, it's just okay. Yeah, Pinegar felt the ball was drifting a bit
rolling
left and
out.
right. Oh.
That's going to leave a mark.
Well, I did like actually to kick from the bottom rail and get it back up again. He tried the other way, and this game is going to go for Pinegar if this one goes in. And I think we're going to have a little change in the booth here. Or at least I believe so. So 2-0 Jonathan Pinegar. And I'm going to enjoy the rest of my evening and get some rest.
Tim, always a pleasure. Very insightful. Appreciate it.
The pleasure is mine, and well, who knows? I might be back.
Not if I can help it.
Thank you.
All right, everybody. You got two newbies in the booth. Switching out. Tim DeRuyter is out for Little Cheddar replacement, and the one and only actually replacing Chip Lauk is the son of the, legendary Jerry Bryson. Please put your hands together for young Jerry Bryson. LJ.
Hello. Glad to be here. Derby City. Where else could you want to be?
I'll tell you, if you're a pool player and you're not here, shame on you. It's all good.
Got a good match. Came down to the last ball, that last rack, and a couple mistakes. And John tried to kick a ball out, left it hanging for Hennessee, and he makes a simple shot, wins it.
You know, One Pocket started yesterday, and we've had some really good matches. And watching this just the game itself was by far the best game we've had on the stream so far. That was rather entertaining, to say the least.
Well, these guys are both experienced one-pocket players. You know, if they take a shot, it's usually not a super risky shot. They're leaving the cue ball trapped in the rack or behind balls. That's what they're trying to do anyway. Here, John lets his cue ball get away a little bit.
So what we've done, LJ, is I had an idea yesterday because it was just driving me nuts. I'm trying to remember once in a while if you get up and you go to the bathroom or whatever, which pocket is whose. So I'm like, Brian, let's just put a name on the pocket.
Yeah, that was preventing me from saying anything because I didn't want to assume anything there when I first sat down. Whose pocket was whose?
So the one on the right is Hennessee.
Hennessee, Jonathan Hennessee.
Yeah. Demet is on the left.
Well, let's see what Jon Demet has here. He's got a cluster. It looks like the 10 goes. He makes the 10. He's got to come across table, come back down for maybe the 3 if he can.
You know, in the score, 2-0 does not at all depict.
Oh, he's going way back for the 9.
And this is a little risky.
Yeah, from here I think he's better off just punching that 11 ball out of there. That's.
You know what? Let's real quick before he shoots this shot. I think he might. Maybe not.
I don't really like this shot here. That's why you miss, you leave him that duck, but he's going for the out.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of what I was getting to at this. At this stage is either he's going to have to start playing aggressive, or, he can't keep ducking, obviously. But like the last game, he jumped out to a pretty considerable lead and ended up losing it.
Yeah, there's something to be said for playing a little defensive for a while and seeing how you do against an opponent, and then making your mind up, okay, I had some opportunities, I played conservative, now I'm going to just try and free stroke through a rack and see how I do, and looks like he's going for it here a little bit.
So far, so good.
So far, so good. I don't know what he's got after this ball. If he leaves the cue ball center table, looks like he's got that.
Maybe the 12.
Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Cuts the 14, he comes out, for the 12, it looks like.
It's actually, I'm going to get a better angle of this.
Oh, that looks tight overhead.
Yes, it does. Shadows. He's got it.
Oh, he's coming pretty far. Now from here again, I guess the 12 is not too bad. It's going to bump the 6 toward the other guy's pocket. Do you want to take that shot and put the 6 in front of the other guy's pocket?
Honestly, I think he can play the 12 and use the 6 as a stopper.
For the 8?
For the 8.
Yeah.
Did. Very steep angle on the 8, which actually might end up being more beneficial.
Now he's got a tiny little hole, though, if he draws off that 8 with low left.
Yeah, it's going to hit the 6 or the 3 no matter what.
Well, he's got to come underneath him over this side, and he's in trouble if he comes into that 13 or 8 and scratches.
If he can avoid those 2, though, and get between the 3 and the 4, maybe get up for the 13, but
or
that's...
What if he goes straight up table? If he cuts the 8 and he comes straight back up table for the 13 and then comes back down?
True.
That seems a little safer. Or even spinning between the 6 and the 8, coming in between that hole. I like that better.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning into Outer Point Streaming. Actually, if you may even be listening on Inside Pool Magazine. We thank them extremely much for their sponsorship of doing this. If you haven't already, make sure you get over and subscribe to Inside Pool Magazine. And if you're watching it on Outer Point Streaming, do the same, please.
It's low left he's shooting it with. pinching over. Oh,
he did get
he
between
comes all the
them.
way
Yeah,
around.
that's what I was saying. For the third, I really thought he could get between the 3 and the 4 to get that 13, and that puts him at 6. So just this, and I think he's got to draw into this 2, push it out of the way for the 7. I mean, that's the angle. Let's go to the overhead again and see what kind of angle. Yeah, just draw right into the 2 and make sure you catch like middle ball.
Gotta hit it firm.
Just like that.
Nice,
Yeah,
perfect.
good shot.
Now he's got the 8 and the 6. Very nice.
He only needs 1 though.
Oh, just down to
Yeah,
1 ball.
Just make the
Nice.
7.
A little more assertive, and it's paid off for him. What will the totals be then? 2-1?
Mm-hmm. All right, really good rack.
Hennessee's from Tennessee, you said, and Jon Demet,
Man-
formerly from Wisconsin, now living in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
And more people in the stands around this match, too. 2 good players.
Let's take a look at that. There's a side view up there. Somebody moved our camera. Let's fix that, shall we? My apologies. You're gonna see a little bit of flutter on the camera, folks, but we got it. Actually hit the right button. That's surprising. All right, let's go to the overhead for the break.
Shaking the shoulder up before the break. Comes back down on it.
Boy, he looks like he's going to hit it hard, doesn't he?
Yep.
Just drill the rack.
Nice. Puts the 11 right in front of the pocket.
Yeah, that one's not coming out. Jonathan probably is going to shoot that first.
Yeah, and look after that. He's
Oh.
got that 2, 5,
He
10.
can't. He's actually blocked by that.
You think so?
Yeah, he can't. I don't think he can make the 11.
I think, yeah, he can.
Can
He's gonna
he?
shoot
Rail
it
first.
right.
All right.
But look at the 2, 5, 10 for the next time John's on that side of the table.
For sure.
He's going to kick at this one, drive it toward his pocket.
Oh, my gosh, he almost made it. What a shot.
Yep, although he sacrificed that dead 3 ball into his hole.
I think, honestly, I believe it goes better now than what it did before. It
Well,
still does.
Yep, John didn't like it, or I mean, Hennessee didn't like it, so he was trying to push him apart a little bit.
One ball pocketed, right? Yeah. The 11. 1-0 Jon Demet. So if I'll describe it to you, LJ, as well. So our scoreboard on the bottom, that way our viewers can understand as well. We got to change a couple of things on here, but our logo in the middle on the very outside is the race. So race to 3, obviously. And then the light gray boxes next to that are the running ball count. Anybody that's watching this already, they know that it's a race to 8 each game. So that's the running ball count, and then the outside is the overall score.
Oh, I got it. Thanks. Now I know.
Yeah, we got to get. And a lot of the viewers, well, just put a scoreboard up there. There's so much to it.
He didn't want to do that. He didn't want to
Nope.
expose that 8 ball. Or is that the 4? He didn't want to expose the 4 ball. He wanted to come through the rack and leave Hennessee stuck up against the 2. Now he loses this ball in front of his pocket, and he's actually going to push other balls over to his side. Like that. Slight mistake by Jon Demet.
What part of Wisconsin is he originally from? Do you know?
I do not. He came around with a BCW after I had moved to Florida, so I had never really met him until a couple years ago.
BCW, that's a long time ago. I miss those days. That's the last time I actually played competitively on a 9-footer. Was BCW days.
Yeah, that was.
When Ed Mercer was still running it.
Oh yeah, I'm a little before Ed even. Let's see the 7-0 spot. He's got a ball kind of in front of his hole.
That worked out really good, actually.
Yeah.
I can't remember who it was before Ed Mercer.
Bruce Vensky.
Yep. And
Hall of Famer Bruce Vensky.
Mm-hmm. There was a lady that ran it for a little while after Ed.
Was it Peg? Peg Ledman?
Peg Ledman, that's it. Yeah, and then it just died.
It's good cue ball placement, putting John behind that 14 ball. Now John's going to bank the 13 back toward his hole. Leave the cue ball up by the corner pocket. Whoops. Didn't want to do that.
Yeah, it's still all right, though.
Well, I think he loses a ball here, too, because he's going to rifle that 14 out of there. Oh, he's going to, I see. Yep, that was a smart move, too.
Mm-hmm.
He gets rid of one ball, and he ties him up behind a ball, making it so he has to kind of shoot off of it. I think he's thinking of trying to leave him in the stack. He's doing a tangent measurement there, sliding off the 14, and Little English putting him back in the stack. No, he's doing a kick. Oh, I see. Did he get away with it? Is that 10 bank?
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
I can't. Yeah,
he
I think
can't.
did.
He can't hit that 10 at all.
Good. Oh, that's a great shot.
He's froze on the 5. That's brutal.
Yep.
That's a great shot. All right, let's get back to the view where we can see the. Oh, not that one. I mean, why wouldn't we go hill here? I'm thinking Demet has to get this one. Well, obviously, otherwise the match is over. But
I think it was last year. Jeez, was it last year? I don't. Might have been last time I was at Derby City, but I seem to remember Hennessee was in the finals with Efren, or quarterfinals with Efren playing one pocket.
Yep. He made it to, what is it, 3rd or 4th or something. I think 3rd or 4th in the U.S. Open as well. I played a lot against Mr. Hennessee down in Manchester, where he had his pool room.
Manchester, Tennessee.
Yep.
Oh.
Right by Bonnaroo.
Used to live down there?
I lived in Nashville for 8 years.
That's when you were doing country music?
So, nope.
Or when you were a roadie?
Yes. I roadied for Garth Brooks when he first came out.
That's where you had your interpretive dance school.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
I thought that was it.
That's where I met my boyfriend. All right, it's late. I was actually project manager for a construction. Ooh, he did not want that to happen.
Slid off, smashed his
Uh-oh.
cue.
Don't be doing that again. I'll fucking walk you out. Oops.
Now it looks like we got a couple easy shots here. 14 rolls out for the 10 ball. come off the 10 ball, then he'll slide over for the. Oh, he's coming way back. Maybe. I don't know if that was the right shot there. I think from here.
I'm gonna just go down and let him know they finished. I don't remember. I think Paul won.
Yeah,
You're right.
he's either going to shoot that 10 or the 13, and I take the 13, low left, spin off, then he's got to struggle with the 1. It's not going to be easy, or he switches back to the 10 ball.
Demet got another one, right? Yeah.
Yep.
2-0.
Something tells me take the 3 ducks, the 10, the 12, the 5, and then maybe work up table, but
Yeah. Oh, that was a sporty shot. He held that pretty well for that angle. Ton of low right to be able to do that.
now it looks like he's got to force follow this with high right to come back around for the 5.
Let's see how straight this is. Yeah, that fisheye camera, that view.
Yeah.
I
Hard
think
to
he's
tell
got
from where we're at, folks.
yeah, plenty of room to make the 15. It doesn't look that way, but
Can he
on the
get back to
camera,
the 5 though? That's what we can't tell.
Right.
Without, it's hard to say. Maybe from that angle, he's going to bust open the pack a little bit. Playing the 5. Hopefully he doesn't. Oh, he's playing the combo.
playing the combo. It's not a bad shot.
Didn't get away with what he wanted to. I guarantee you that. And he had an opportunity to make 3 or 4 balls there, and he would have liked to. We were both commenting how funny it is how Hennessee will walk around and get down and start to stroke a couple different balls in, and then he'll stand up and he'll go rifle in some funny bank that he hadn't even looked at prior and make it. So you never know till the last second what shot he's going to actually shoot. Moves 2 balls over to his side of the table. Gets rid of 2 balls in front of John's pocket. That's pretty good.
I think John is looking at the 8-9 off the 3. Come from behind on the 8, but I don't think that 3 is close enough. Looks like that 3 is too far up table. Let's look at the overhead, see what that looks like. Oh, no. There is a possibility, I guess. Carom the 9 ball off the 3. That's pretty gutsy. He's not doing that anyway.
Not sure what that move was. It's just to block a bank alley there, or what? Take away the 10s alley and give him an alley to shoot the 3-9 maybe, from up table. He might. Hard to say.
Yeah, it almost looks like almost anywhere that I see what Hennessee, I think what he's going to do is just move that not yes, because almost no matter where Jonathan, Mr. Hennessee would have put it, I think he could have played that carom off the 9 on the 3 ball.
What I like what he did there was he tied up basically 4 balls of John's there.
Yep.
And right now the guys are blocking these bank alleys. And the 10 goes. Hennessee, has got that bank. He doesn't want to lose his cue ball up table into that mess, but I don't think he will take that. I think they'll maneuver around for a little bit from here yet, looking for a better opportunity. He could put that 9 down closer to his pocket, about where his chalk is now by going two rails or letting it die down there by where the chalk is. Hit it a little soft, but that's okay. I don't know what that move got him. He pushed a ball over, but
Yeah,
it's
I don't
in that
think,
mess.
Yeah, I don't think he wanted to hit the backside of that 12. I think he wanted that 7 more up table. Same with that shot, actually. I think we're in for a long one.
Yeah, this is where things slow down a bit.
It's the chess match. Who's gonna put their knight in the wrong box?
Got to watch a little bit of that 10-foot finals match between Lee Van Corteza and Joshua Filler, and of course they both played great, but Corteza just made a few more mistakes, and when Filler gave him 3 opportunities in the last 4 racks and he couldn't capitalize on them, you knew if Joshua Filler makes a mistake and you don't pounce on it,
Yeah,
very unlikely to beat him.
without a doubt. They don't call him the killer for nothing.
Yep.
He got let off the hook a little bit by Federer. I shouldn't say that. Federer was breaking the balls fantastic the whole entire match, and then it came down to Hill. And Federer made a ball, but had no shot at the 1. So either push out or, obviously try to hit it, and you can't. He was behind another ball, so can't jump, can't. So that all came down to that 1 shot.
They had some kick safes that were just unbelievable.
Yeah.
One guy hits such an incredible shot, everybody claps and is amazed, and then the guy kicks at it and ties up the other guy, and everybody claps. Like, what possibly can they keep doing to each other? But they do it. They just shot incredible shots.
Yep.
So it looks like he's got a shot here, right? I mean, what's the downside of shooting the 8? If you
He can't see the 8. Yeah, that was the only ball we could see. Wait a second.
Oh, that's not even the 8 ball there. That's
Why did he not? It is the 8 ball. Why did he not shoot the 9 ball in his pocket? I'm baffled.
nice speed,
Yeah.
a little risky.
Perfect though.
You want to hit that a little softer so the cue ball doesn't come up there and give him those shots. Because really, he can shoot that 10 ball and leave the cue ball stuck up over there on this rail on the right, and he's protected unless John kicks at the 9, you know.
He could get away with the fact of making this 10 ball and crashing into the 9 ball with the cue and maybe get it out of there. Highly unlikely, but I believe he's going to try.
It's quadruple chalking, so that should tell us something.
Might even be another one.
He drills it. Comes back for the 1.
Not the greatest of angles.
He comes back off the long rail for the 8 on this, don't you think? Or is he gonna? Does he want to get back into those other balls?
Yeah, I don't think spinning it between the 4 and the 5 is the right shot. I think this is the right shot.
Really?
Yeah, I like that better than.
I think he could have made the 1 the 8.
He could have.
and then got rid of that ball.
I don't think he could have got on the 8 from where he was. It's so touchy. I think there's a very distinct reason as to why the tournament directors gave us this match at 11 o'clock tonight.
The cleaning lady's sleeping over there.
She's been drinking all day, though, so I'm surprised she lasted this long.
Oh, there's a little bit of argument going on about somebody chalking while someone else is shooting. Let's hope it remains civil. Oh boy.
Yep.
A little bit
There we go.
A little bit of anger going on there.
There we go. Yet another reason why they put this match up here.
Is there security nearby?
Yeah, we got him on speed dial.
All right. Everything's okay.
Yeah, don't make us go out there and break things up.
Oh boy, look at that. That's a stroke of luck there.
You ain't kidding.
Now, if you slow roll the 9 over there, leave it in front of the hole, it looks like a mess.
He's gonna put that 8.
Oh, yeah, that's
Somewhere.
wrong pocket.
How's that?
Okay, we got power.
Had to do some maintenance there. Sorry
Good.
about that.
Got to wind that thing up every 30 minutes.
Yeah, Brian's gerbils fall asleep once in a while.
Well, it's where he keeps them. That's so odd.
Yeah. They're not happy in that cave. Dark and smelly and...
What's he doing here?
Twice?
Well, is he going to send his cue ball flying?
I think he's going to draw it into the pack in the bottom. Oh, my gosh. Are you serious? Holy cut. And Jonathan has no way of getting to it either. Ooh, that was pretty. That should be another point for Mr. Demet. Is it Demet or Demet? I don't know.
You know, it depends on what side of the Mississippi you were born on.
It's true. That came up just a little cheddar.
You know, looking at that table, I started thinking their pockets were up on that side of the table. Can we do that? Or
Yeah.
speed up the game?
Let's do that so we got a perfect view of everything that's going on. You know, it's actually kind of fortunate that that ball went in the side pocket. You know,
Yep.
just one down, just a little bit closer. David Alcade in the house just walked through or peeked in. Haven't seen him yet. Actually,
He speaks Spanish like a native.
if he comes back in the other room, I'm gonna tackle him. I have in March, Brian and I are going back down to Villa Rica, Georgia, for the Junior Nationals at Monica Webb's place. And one of the things that we do is any pro event, we try to get as many professional signatures on pool balls.
Oh, yeah.
So I got a whole rack, and I got one left.
Oh, he'd be a good one.
So I'm going to see if I can find David.
You can
Keep-
take a break. I'll
keep
take
going.
it. Yeah. Okay. Hennessee's jacked up a little bit here. He's going to try and... Yeah, I think he wanted to get under the 6 a little bit there, but pretty sure we got the pocket markers on the wrong side for this rack, but we'll have to have little cheddar change those when he comes back. Game of cat and mouse still. We'll know here, I think. Mr. Hennessee will fire this 8 ball. Boy, he butchered that shot. I mean, he really butchered it. He had a helper there, too, and he missed it. So, you know, that's what happens in one pocket because you're pounding balls into rails and other balls. And is this going to happen? Folks, that really just happen. And what happens is you get used to banking balls and pushing balls into other balls, and then you get an opening to shoot a regular pool shot, and you lose your focus on doing it, and you make silly mistakes. Now, both of them just did them back to back there. Not things that you normally see pool players of this caliber do, but it happens because the nature of one pocket is that so much tic-tac stuff goes on, and then when you have to shoot a regular shot, it's hard to be able to do it on demand. Only the best players can do it all the time. So it looks like he'll take the deuce. I'm surprised he's not setting up to roll and bump into the 7-10 here. I'm not sure what his next shot's going to be after this, if he's going to use the 10 ball to come off the rail and tap into the bottom of the 10 and bust in those other 3, if that's his plan. It looks like it probably is. Let's see what he's got in store for us. Okay, he's just tapping him with the cue ball on the way down. I get it. Now I shoot the 10 in and try and get top side of that 14. It looks like it'll go, or it could go underneath and shoot the 12 in.
What's up, LJ?
How you doing, Brian?
I'm doing well. I actually went down to the tournament desk just to see what the roll was on it, because I mean, obviously they made some balls and brought them down, huh?
Yeah. They both had open shots, and because they'd been kind of playing that tic-tac pool, Hennessee missed his straight in, and then John scratched on his simple shot.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
You know, that's the tough part about
like that,
letting things get to you. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. I mean, there's fatigue. This is Derby City. They've been playing pool around the clock, and
it wears on you.
Oh, sure. It does. That's why we love it.
Do you remember how many Hennessee made?
Oh, I can't. I'm sorry. I just can't
that's
keep
all right.
track of that. I know that these are incorrect.
Oh, they are incorrect? Okay.
There
All
we
right.
go.
Correct now. All right.
Jonathan is ahead, but
It's only 2-1. All right, so
and there was really opportunity for it to be like a 4-1 or 5-1, but just made some uncharacteristic mistakes.
yeah, that's unfortunate because this match was looking like it was going to be a 3-4 hour match.
Yeah.
So did you just get down here then?
Drove through the ice storm there in Indiana and dropped it in four-wheel drive a couple times on the ice, and I wasn't sure that would really help on the ice, but I had 4 semis jackknife
really?
in about a 25-mile span, and there were multiple cars in the ditch. And where it was the worst is if you came underneath an overpass,
Yeah.
and I don't know, whatever feature that caused, it was especially slippery right after that. And that's where all the vehicles were losing it.
Oh, wow.
And I got squirrely one time, and I'm like, you know what, I'm going to just put it in four-wheel drive, see if it makes... I guess it's not supposed to make a difference on ice.
Yeah, not on ice.
But I did feel like the car had truck had better control with it in four-wheel drive. So I kept it in four-wheel drive until I got... till the temperature got above 33, and then the roads were dry again. And
Oh, so there was an ice storm coming down, huh?
oh yeah,
Really? Eesh. Yeah, that's not good.
and you know what? There weren't any wreckers at these semis, and there weren't any police. I don't know if it had just all happened or if there were so many happening in that area that
Yeah, they couldn't get to them
They
all.
were only going to the ones where people were hurt.
Wow. Well, at least you made it down safe. So your dad's flying in then, obviously?
He flies in Wednesday night. Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, it'll be fun to see him.
Yeah.
See him for a day or two, and then I'll drive back.
Is he staying down longer then, or is he just...
He stays until Saturday or Sunday. He likes to watch the finals.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of felt bad. I know Sally tried to coordinate for him up at Sussex, but unfortunately, nothing against her, but she didn't do a great job of advertising. I messaged your dad and said, hey, next time just get in touch with me, and I'll make sure that it kind of fills up for him, so that way it's worth his time. You know,
Yeah.
I know his time is precious, and I don't want him to waste any time coming somewhere. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Well, he's
Wow, what a nice shot!
staying busy
Is he?
teaching. It's just
Oh, I
that was
bet.
a
Well,
nice,
he's got
great
a school.
bank.
He's got a school down there, right?
Well, he teaches out of Bullshooters in Phoenix, and
Okay.
he teaches out of the place where he lives. They've got diamond tables there, and he's all the time going down to southern Arizona teaching. I mean, he's staying pretty busy teaching.
Oh, good for him.
Plus, he's hitting the big tournaments. Likes going to those and staying busy. 86.
That's amazing. I
Yeah.
tell you what, I hope and pray I'm as healthy as him at
Oh, he
86
shouldn't-
years old.
Shouldn't have missed that
No.
shot. That's not a tough shot. See, these guys. That's not a shot these guys normally miss.
No, the frustration's getting and the
Yep.
fatigue is getting to him.
Yep.
These tournaments are a grind, I tell you. And that's why when Tyler talks about how much he stays in shape and gets to the gym and stuff, you need to do that.
Oh yeah.
You know, this is not physically draining, but it's mentally draining.
Right.
And if you don't eat correctly, you know, your body's going to run out of energy. And when you get fatigued like that, your sight starts to go.
Oh, yeah.
You're overthinking things. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, Tyler had a little meltdown. Was it last year? Where he posted that he, Derby, something negative about Derby cities, how they did things because it got to him.
Yep.
And it's understandable. It's a grind.
Well, when you're up till 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning
Yeah.
playing, and then you have to be back at 9:30,
Yep.
that is tough. I
Yep.
mean,
And the pros don't have to do that stuff, but us little nobodies,
right?
we're doing that on all our little weekly tournaments.
Yeah, they're not used to that.
Yeah.
We have to be used to it. Because,
Yeah.
Wow, look at that shot.
Left the cue ball in a good spot. Now, Hennessee's looking
Whoa,
for
what's-
his.
What's he looking for? What the heck is he? What did he lose?
He's trying to spear a mouse underneath there.
He's doing- I've never seen that before.
Not sure what's going on.
Alrighty then.
This has been an exciting match. We had some drama.
Mm-hmm. From what I understand, that's pretty common, I guess, with one of the players. I don't know. I know John, actually. I've talked to him several times, and I don't know Hennessee at all. I know Dale said he knows him because he used to live down in Tennessee where Hennessee lived or played. But
He said he had a pool hall.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, he did.
John calling a foul on himself.
Well, that's I like the people that do that. The sport has to get back to some sort of integrity. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It got lost there for a while, and I think it's getting back there.
Well, I was watching a podcast of another streamer yesterday, and he said he was sitting and watching a one-pocket match, and both players looked into the audience and asked if anybody had seen a hit because neither of the players could verify whether it was a good hit, and he encouraged the people not to answer. And I'm like, well, if you saw it, you should answer. I mean, because players don't always see everything.
Right.
I mean, just
Right.
be honest. That's all. Just be honest.
Exactly.
Don't be afraid to get involved.
Mm-hmm.
Just be honest. That's all.
That is it.
So this 4-ball is tied up, and they're.
I think they were checking to see if it was frozen. Looking at the over, it looks pretty frozen on both the rail
It's
and
really-
the 4-ball.
It's really tight. And they both have done an excellent job of just barely touching it in there.
Yeah, that's one thing that.
Can you zoom in on that for what might be a possible video call we have to make?
You know, I can if my replays were working, but unfortunately, I don't know what happened. After our computer got shut down one other time, all of a sudden I got back to it. And you know what? I'm going to try it, actually, and see if I can get it working.
So, is that a cuttable ball? I mean,
Yeah, you know.
or is it better just banking that 14 back?
It looks cuttable.
Leaving the cue ball like up underneath the 7 up there.
Someone is. Hennessee must have backed up against the light is shaking because
See,
I think Hennessy's stepping on the. I don't know. I think he's wondering.
it's kind of a sellout shot. I don't know if I want to take that, but oh, he scratched.
Oh man!
Fudge.
Wow, that's unfortunate.
Fudge.
That unfortunately could spell. Well, let's see. He's got 1, 2. Well, there's a little bit of work to do, but
Does hitting it that hard make it cut any shorter?
no, I don't think it cuts any short. But you're cutting it so much that you have to hit it hard to get the velocity to get it. But I think that ball went in pretty quick. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
but I mean, it comes off the rail so short.
Yes.
That you drill it that hard, it's
Yeah.
gonna.
yeah, I don't think he needed to hit it quite that hard, but I think he wanted to make sure, like you were saying, this is almost a sellout shot if he doesn't make it. So I think he was worried about for sure making it, and that's why he hit it so hard. But yeah, that's unfortunate because now I see a lot of points coming the way of Hennessee here.
Yeah.
Actually, I shouldn't say it's unfortunate for John, not unfortunate for me because I'm not rooting for either guy, but it's just unfortunate for John that happened.
Well, the last rack that he did win, he played aggressive and he won it. And so, if staying with his aggressive play, if he felt like, yeah, man, I'm gonna swing at this and I'm gonna go for an out here. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
No, absolutely not.
For me, though, I think I'd have just tried to nickel and dime out of that somehow, but he's got a better game than I do, so.
Yeah, John plays pretty good. He doesn't play much anymore, but he still plays pretty good. I was talking to him earlier, and he was saying he's concentrating more on his routes down in Texas. I guess he's a vendor.
I saw a Facebook post or something when he was with some vending machines or something.
Mm-hmm.
So what's he looking at here? He's going to use a cue ball to come up and tickle the pack there and try and bump off.
Well, usually he wouldn't want to do that.
He wants to break them up rather than going down table and
Yeah.
trying to get behind the 6-1 or 5, I think. So he's
He would
going to try and touch the 11 on his side of it, I think. Or not.
Yeah, and that's why most one pocket players normally won't disrupt that pack like that, because if you're coming from the bottom side, it's very hard. You have to hit that so precisely, like off center of that ball, because if you don't, everything's coming up
you're
table
stuck
and
underneath
you're
it,
stuck
yeah.
underneath.
Well, he did it last rack, and he
Did he?
and he did it really nice. But he did it the opposite side. I thought he was gonna.
Yeah, so he probably. All right. I don't know if he just maybe felt that he wasn't comfortable enough right now, but he could actually. So this 8-ball. Bank this 8-ball back. Oh, well, he disturbed the pack now. He got away with it, though, because there's not really much there. Well, John could bank that 14 ball back, couldn't he?
Yep, that's a decent bank.
If he wanted to get aggressive with it. And that actually is not a bad shot because of where the cue ball is going to go. It's going to go over to the other side of the table and not really leave much for...
I think he...
Oh, that's right.
You just got to watch the scratch here if you roll forward, you know? You don't want to leave him the easy 13, and you don't want to scratch.
Right.
I'm worried about the scratch. Okay, he's just putting it on this side down here. He didn't try to make it. He just tried to move it down here.
I think he tried to make it. I think he just mishit it.
No, he didn't.
Oh, no?
Because if he would have tried to make it, he had a scratch.
Oh, yeah.
So he was just trying to park it down there.
And Hennessee says, not today. I'll put that ball back up here.
Now what? Oh, boy.
Yeah. He could just run right into this 15 ball or 11 ball and draw it straight back, put it on the rail. Or carry him off of it and go to, see right there. Run straight into that and draw it straight back to the end rail.
Well, that puts the 14 over. He's got 2 on his side. 1 over on Hennessee's. Boy, unfortunately, he's got the 3 lined up there. But they're lined up so straight that it's not all bad.
And I think Hennessee sees that 13-11 combo was lined up. So he's like, I'm getting rid of this one. I'm kind of surprised that I thought maybe John would actually maybe come off the...
If you take this bank, you're just trying to leave it between the first diamond and the corner pocket, right?
Right.
You don't want to put your cue ball up underneath the 1 ball.
No, you don't want... he's fine there.
He actually hit a little harder than he wanted to. But that's all right.
You play a lot of 1 pocket?
I don't play a lot of 1 pocket, but I like watching 1 pocket. Good 1 pocket, that is.
This is like the chess of pool.
Yeah.
It's definitely a very strategic game.
And when it comes to up table 1 pocket like this, I don't enjoy up table 1 pocket like this.
No. No, because it can be very long. But unfortunately, this is, as I was telling the viewers a couple matches ago, 2 years ago when I was here, I watched Tyler play his very first 1 pocket match. It was an hour and 15 minutes before a ball was made. Every single ball was up at the other end of the table.
Yeah.
Every ball.
You know, I started playing pool again 6 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And John Barton, a guy from Madison, I was playing 9 ball with, and we were playing. He said, LJ, you should start trying to play some 1 pocket again. And I'm like, I haven't played 1 pocket in 35 years. So and he's a up table 1 pocket player.
Oh, is he
really?
really?
It just drove me nuts.
Oh.
And I would just I was just banking the balls back, and once I got good at it, I would win because I just got good at banking all those balls back.
Yeah.
But it drove me nuts.
Oh, I bet it drove you nuts. Yeah, it would have driven me nuts, too. Oh, boy. I think Hennessee's going for...
14.
Yeah, he's
But
going,
how's he get his cue ball out of there if he does? Without, disrupting something. That's the problem.
right.
He's got to draw out and maybe catch the left side of the 3 ball. And, that's the... I don't know. I don't know how he does it. He's got to...
Well, he could... Oh, boy, that was close. Wow. That was very, very close.
think it's a double kiss on the bank.
It looks like it could be, yeah. Yep. And that's fine. He just wanted to get that ball out of there. So double kisses are double kisses. And I think Hennessee is going to
Got a
attempt
nice little
another
six-ball bank
Yep.
here that's protected, actually. Oh, he hit the 11 first. He hit it bad. Now
Ooh.
John's got a safe six-ball bank or cut the 13. I think he ought to.
I have a
cut the
feeling
13.
that he's going to. Wow. Yeah.
Don't put that much English on it, though.
Wow, good shot.
See, he loaded that
Yeah,
with English
he
and he
did.
almost scratched.
Yes, he did.
I would have rather rolled down there and bumped the 5.
That puts Jon Demet back on the scoreboard there. 5-1 in favor of Hennessee. He's just going to make this 5-ball or play a safe. Yeah. Make it. And
What was that?
I think he was trying to stick the cue ball behind the 6-ball. Get it stuck, right behind the 6-ball. So that
Yeah, but
wasn't.
stay on the left side of it.
Mm-hmm.
Not. Don't
Right.
Don't risk coming across it.
Right. Oh. Well, I tell you, Hennessy's a banker. Man, that guy can bank.
Now, is this a cut and kick the ball out this
He's
one shot?
he's going to go straight at it. Just kick it right back.
Well, I think it's
I'm
a two-way.
thinking-
Cut the 5 and bank to get the 3 out of there.
Oh,
What the hell was
wait,
that?
what? Wait, oh, he got very fortunate. He got very fortunate hitting that 6-ball, or else Hennessy would have had a shot. I thought he was going after the 3-ball.
I don't know. I'm not sure what he was trying there, but I guess it's something above my pay grade. Hennessy's be happy to do this.
Wow,
all
and
day.
look at this. Look at this.
Yeah.
But he's not happy with that leave, though. Oh, he's just going to play a small little safe here.
Did you mark that ball?
Oh, no. Thank you. 6. So Hennessy needs 2, and Jon Demet needs them all. Uh-oh. And that takes Jon Demet back to 0. That's unfortunate for John.
You guys didn't get a room at this hotel, huh?
No, it was. By the time we found out we were coming here, it was all sold out. Like starting Wednesday to Sunday.
Yep.
So, and it was pretty expensive. So we're like, yeah, well, we're just going to go to the Best Western.
No, what's nice about staying at that Best Western is you can always find a lot of ammo in the parking lots and stuff.
Right. Yeah, we didn't know that.
Yeah.
Is that the, oh boy. Is that the not so good side of
I have
India?
no idea.
Oh.
I'm just looking for a joke.
Well, I'll tell you what. Some of the people we've seen walking around there, I thought you knew because that's what it kind of seemed like.
So. Does he draw out of that, or does he come 2 rails and slam?
I think
Looks
he's
like
drawn out of it because he wants to bank. Yep, he wants to bank either the 5 or the 13 ball. Yeah, he's going to have to go 13 ball now, I think. All right. Well, that is 7 for Hennessee.
Uno más.
Yes, sir. Yeah, he's taking the 5 ball. I didn't think the third. Oh no, it is 13. And there she blows. That is it. The final match of the night. LJ, thank you for stepping on in and
You bet. Glad to help.
joining us here tonight. We're at the 2024 Derby City Classic here in Elizabeth, Indiana at Caesars, Southern Indiana. I am Brian Hallelujah Hollenbeck, and in the booth, the guest commentary was LJ Bryseth, and his father will be in here in a couple days. You know what? We might be able to get your dad in here.
You might. You just got to keep nudging them, keeping them awake.
Well, it's good to see LJ, and we'll see
seeing you
you.
guys.
We'll see you in the next couple days here.
All right, I'll be around.
Thank you again.
You bet.
All right, guys, have a good night. We will see you at the next match.